G1, can you spare me a couple minutes, please? It's the government corruption plot, hypothetically, allegedly, in New Eridu. That's weird, right? We got cults, we got vampires, we got drama, we got patricide. She's just like me, for real, for real. Hello, BLAZEWOOD. Hi, friends and gamers. Remember how I said at the last Zenless Zone Zero video I was gonna take a lap around my apartment, but for this one, I didn't. I probably should have, but we're gonna go straight into this one now. So we have to do part 3 of Barrier Tears Part A. I have no idea how I'm gonna get all this done, but I need to finish Part A of Barrier Tears of the Past before I can go to sleep tonight, because I need to do all of Part B tomorrow, like all of it, literally the whole thing. So this is where we're at. We gotta go talk to Wise. So we're gonna see if we can kind of do a little bit of speed running a little bit, but we probably won't be able to. We're just immediately gonna go talk to Wise. Where are we at, actually? Let me check. Recap. A long day, we're talking about to Wise about what happened. If you don't know what happened, watch the last Zenless Zone Zero video. We don't have time for this. Wise, hi, he says. Okay, he says, although the mayor and Lycon seem reluctant to let us get involved in this matter, we can investigate on our own. Wise says, that's right. If the warning letter is true, this is a major issue concerning the safety of New Eridu. That's right, because somebody sent a letter of criminal intent to the mayor and he gave us absolutely no other information than that. Sacrifice, Exaltus, Springer. There might be a deeper secret behind all of this. It's all connected, that's the secret. And it could even be related to our teacher. No matter what, we can't just sit back and do nothing. Before that, let's find some time to discuss our tactics properly. But for now, let's call it a day. Feels like too much has happened. By the way, did you notice that Hugo's Mockingbird disguise is just a mask? Yeah, I noticed. Sounds a lot like a certain classic character's glasses. Like Superman? Really? Enough jokes, let's take some time to rest. And so we go sleep, we sleep, and Wise and Belle are back. Wise says, let's discuss how we're going to investigate the Exaltists. So we're gonna start by investigating Bringer. Wise agrees. He says, the commissioner's hasty closure of the case is a bit suspicious. We should definitely find Juyuan and get more information first. Isn't Bringer dead? All right, we're going to investigate PubSec. I'll leave it to you then. Come back soon. I'll gather some information on the internet. And we're going immediately into immersive storytelling, which is fine because this is going to be for part 3. It would be cool if, actually, can I just teleport? Yeah, I keep going to the car. What is the city tip? Number 11, City Life. Use the Hollow Deep Dive system to select the hollow you want to enter and start a commission. That's easy stuff. I keep going to the car. We literally can just teleport. It's like no big deal.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report.
Hey, G1, can you spare me a couple minutes, please? Maybe. I know you just said you have to work overtime. Hi, G1. She says, oh, it's you. What can I do for you? We wanted to ask about Bringer. She says, you saw the news, I'm sure. The commissioner closed the case, citing personal misconduct. He's dead, though, right? Was I wrong in thinking he's dead? I already found it strange and wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of obstacles. It's as if there's a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in this matter any further. Well, because there is. It does sound suspicious, but there kind of is. It's the government corruption plot, hypothetically, allegedly, in New Eridu. You know, a lot of these little jokes that I am saying aren't going to make sense if you've missed a single other Zenless Zone Zero video I've done, and I don't know what to say at this point. Juyuan says yes, but it could also be my sensitive position. As far as I know, after the case was closed, the items left behind by Inspector Bringer were all sent to Hollow Special Operations for processing, so we gotta go to hand. We're just gonna be on a wild goose chase for this video. However, those items have already been screened within the Bureau, and there's nothing suspicious about them. If you're still worried, you can also go there later and ask. Also, my colleagues at PubSec, most of us have worked with Inspector Bringer to some extent, so they might know something. I would love to investigate with you, but I've been busy lately. There's an organ trafficking case recently. That was what Ravenlock was talking about. And some other odd missing persons cases as well. Probably has to do with the organs, because how you get the organs is bang bang, allegedly in New Eridu. But we're going to investigate on our own first. Juyuan says, all right, just let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, Juyuan. So we got to go talk to everyone now. There's a peaceful public security officer we can start with. She says, hello, how can I help you? So did you know Bringer, ma'am? You mean, oh, something about Inspector Bringer. I fat-fingered, my nail hit my spacebar. I'm not very familiar with him, but I did help organize the things he left behind. Looking at it now, I guess they can be considered his estate. Yeah, okay, so he's dead. Is there anything special about the estate, ma'am? Special? No, just very ordinary things. However, I heard from other colleagues that Bringer had a notebook he never parted with, but I couldn't find his notebook in his belongings. It's probably lost somewhere. Anyway, everything has been sent to Hollow Special Operations. I think it was Section 6. Maybe it's because the higher-ups suspect there's a mole in PubSec. Well, I mean, if Bringer was the bad guy, he was doing bad things, they probably still wouldn't want PubSec to investigate that. It's like a conflict of interest still, because he was PubSec. Security Boo! Hi, Security Boo! Is this the same one from before? There was like a side quest we had to do with the Security Boo. I think I did it off camera though. They say, hello, citizen. Is there anything I can help you with? So did you know Bringer? Mr. Bringer, I know. What is this, Yoda? I once caught him in the bathroom secretly recording his to-do list for the next day with a tape recorder. That's weird. That's weird, right? Probably worried that he would forget otherwise. Is human memory really that short? Or was it just Mr. Bringer? However, if there had been others in the bathroom at that time, Mr. Bringer probably wouldn't have done that. It's because I'm a bang boo that I happened to witness something like this. That's weird. Okay, and then we have the weathered public security officer. Hello, sir. He looks like he's asleep. Maybe he's just happy. He says, is there a problem, citizen? So did you know Bringer? About Bringer. Wait, you're not a reporter, are you? And of course not. I'm curious citizen. Oh, good. Boss has told us not to talk about Bringer. Probably worried about reporters being careless with what they write. We're not gonna dig into that today. I don't want to dig into that today at all. Nope. I really don't know why he turned out this way. He used to be a good person. Say it with me now, friends. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Moving on. Many years ago, after he came out of a hollow, his entire personality shifted. Is this like, are we doing fantasy mental illness again today? Because HoYoverse has done it before, and it doesn't work when they do fantasy mental illness. I thought it was because he was injured in the hollow or had witnessed something terrible. That makes more sense. That's just real life trauma mental illness. Like that's not a fantasy illness. But that operation was very successful. You can still be traumatized by it even if it was a success. You know, like that's still a thing that can happen. It's like if a firefighter saves someone from a burning building, they can still be traumatized by that even if everyone gets out okay. It's like it's a stressful position and job to be in. He rescued many citizens from the hollow and emerged completely unscathed. How strange. Oh, it does seem like there's some other thing at play here though. But do you have any other information, sir? I remember now. Seems like Bringer's had memory issues for a long time. Always forgetting stuff. Well, that adds up then with the notebook and the tape recorder. Back then, we even suggested he keep a diary or something. Though I'm not sure if he ever listened to us. I don't know anything more than that. So yeah, after inquiring around, you gather a lot of information about Bringer, and you share this information with Juyuan and agree to meet at Hollow Special Operations. We're getting the band back together! So Belle says, looks like I still need to check the items left by Bringer. I'll head to HSO now. Yeah, we're just like running around. It's not even fetch questing. It's literally just like running around doing nothing. Waterfall Soup is a popular noodle shop run by General Chop. Have a taste of General Chop's culinary art before venturing into a hollow for a significant performance improvement. Number 10, City Life. We got the whole thing read. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, everyone's congregating. Oh, it's because Juyuan's here still.
Today's training.
Oh god, the training. Can you just see the hollow out the window? Is that what that is? Okay. Hi, everyone. Miyabi says you're here. Juyuan has already told me about the current situation. We have already found all of Bringer's belongings. Nothing unusual so far. So, I would have heard about that notebook. I feel like there's more in the notebook. Yanagi says, a notebook? I don't recall seeing one, but there are a few tape recordings. Our colleagues have already listened to these tapes. They're just routine meeting minutes and similar recording. Nothing out of the ordinary. That's why I'm saying we gotta get the notebook. After carefully inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels different from the rest. It seems a bit heavier. The notebook's in it. Yanagi says, do you need to play these tapes again? And Juyuan says there shouldn't be any need for that. These recordings have already been reviewed by both Hollow Special Operations and PubSec, so there shouldn't be any issues, but this one wasn't. Yeah, there's something hidden inside this one. Miyabi says, indeed. The weight of this tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Ah! Tokaku and Haramasa are here too. Is this gonna be voiced then? After carefully examining the special tape recording, you discover that there seems to be an encrypted message within. Oh, okay, so it wasn't the notebook. Yanagi says, I see. This must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? I know a really good fantasy AI. I can crack it. Miyabi says, then we'll leave it to you. Cool. Oh no, it's just a puzzle. Oh god, wait, this is the rhythm gaming. Start. Let me at it. So we're doing this on a hand system then. No one talk. No! I have to do this visually. Yippee! S rating, baby. No, I forgot that that's a visual rhythm game puzzle, not like a audio one. So you kind of have to watch when the ring gets in the perfect spot, or it's like really easy to mess up. But now everyone's here now. Wow. Miyabi says, you did it as expected. Yanagi says, looks like there's new content that can be played on the tape now. And Haramasa's now involved. He says, that's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. Sokaku says, what secret? Sokaku wants to know. Miyabi says, Juyuan, are you nervous? And she says, I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. After all, he put so much effort into hiding it. There might really be an answer inside. Yeah, and she still wants to believe in him a little bit, obviously, because of her history with Bringer Save. The hollow thing that the weathered police officer was talking about before, I believe is the same incident that Juyuan was rescued from by Bringer. Like, that was the same time that happened. Okay, should we listen to it later? I don't want to, like, throw this at you, Juyuan, but she says she's prepared. No matter what, I have to face the truth. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
All
Oh,
right,
now it's voiced.
let's get started.
I'm afraid for her. The cassette that Bringer left behind starts playing. I'm afraid to click through. There we go.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works.
Oh gosh.
Let's say these are my last words.
I do want to know what the date on this is, because is this when he gets out of the hollow, like the original one that he started acting different after? Or is this before the hand monster thing? Like in between when he kind of escapes and we meet back up with him and he mentions, does he mention Carol directly? He mentions something. Like, is this pre-chapter 5 or the end of chapter 5 moment?
I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save
Yeah.
those civilians.
So this
I'm
might
not
be
in good
when he
shape.
saves Juyu, and it might be pre-chapter 5,
Fortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right
which
after
seems
that.
odd that he would still even have
I
that
rushed
tape.
over to fight
like
them
his
off,
dying
trying to
words.
save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone.
Because he talks about saving civilians, so this was
Nobody
pre-chapter
was
5.
behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the
Which actually-
ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained.
Oh my god, it clicked.
So should be fatal.
Bringer did die in that pre-chapter 5 hollow incident. The one probably where Jiyuan is saved. I'm assuming those are the same one. He did die, but he also didn't. That was probably just an ethereal. Or like a half ethereal person. Because they say he was acting different. It's like a horror movie trope. So even if it was, like, he didn't technically die, enough corruption was done that the OG Bringer that everyone knew did pass away that day. And whatever came out wasn't Bringer, essentially. That's my theory, at least.
I don't mean to cast the blame at all here. And if
It would
any
make
of
sense
my
why this
colleagues
still
ever pick up
exists, this cassette.
I hope that nobody is ever held accountable.
It makes sense why you'd act different.
It's just human nature. It's normal. I just...
But that's also, if that's the case of what happened, that's a really, I like that plot line. It's dark, but I like it. You hear a long, raspy, and creepy noise.
I've seen a miracle. Yes.
A what?
Thing is right. So long as humanity is in
Oh, no, I know what happened.
against the hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power.
Whatever the Exaltists are, like, deifying, that's what he saw. And that's what changed him. So in a certain way, it was more like a... Is it like called like an ego death? Where, like, spiritually, he died. There was a change that was made. He saw something in that hollow that... Oh my god.
Only by embracing everything. It's the only way.
Yeah.
Only by embracing
I think it's called like an ego death.
power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator!
Yeah, this is getting weird.
It's
getting weird. Yep. That's gotta hurt for some, like, Juyuan to hear. Yeah. Because that's, like, it's not necessarily his dying words, but you hear him essentially going mad little by little when he thinks he's dying, and then he just starts, like, this switch flips. Like, that's traumatizing. Especially considering she looked up to Bringer. And now, she, like, this is what happened. The room is left in complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Juyuan, in particular, looks crestfallen. That makes sense. You okay, Juyuan?
Are you okay, Jiyuan? Don't be so sad.
It's not, I don't even know if it's
I'm okay.
sadness,
It's
but
just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in
it's
the
still,
open, I can't help
like,
but feel
devastating.
a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
yeah, no, it's insane.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I don't think it was a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the hollow unscathed,
Yeah.
completely free from injury
So that
or
thing
corruption.
Also probably saved him.
I remember him
why?
rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the
It's
hollow
almost
together with them.
Making me think, because I say this all the time, HoYoverse games very rarely have a true big bad villain. They are getting quite close with the Exaltists, Vision and Friends of having like a big bad, because Sarah's insane, but in a way is making me think and consider, especially because main takeaway here is Bringer gets out completely unscathed after saving multiple people's lives and sacrificing himself to do that, which is kind of sort of leading me to believe maybe the Exaltists aren't our big bad. They might have like a means to an end. They might think they're doing the right thing for the world. Sarah is debatable, but there's something more going on with the Exaltists that is not just like big bad Exaltists, you know? And it kind of like the main takeaway, main thing there is that whatever the Exaltists, their god, essentially, let Bringer live because he saved lives, which I think is something to kind of latch onto. That maybe the shades of gray for HoYoverse antagonists still does exist. It's very murky here, but I think it could still exist with Zenless, which is quite interesting, especially doing it this way. Because this whole time I'm like, oh, Sarah's manipulating everyone. She's using these people as her puppets. But maybe Sarah's also being manipulated by this god figure. I'm really interested in this now. Oh, this keeps going up in my ranking. Just for the sole purpose of getting to sit here and yap about lore.
We heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's the audio, it has to be.
It's possible that both are true.
What version of events are we talking about? Reason why I changed. So do we think that he actually is dead? To odds with the audio we heard, because it's not necessarily at odds with the audio we heard, because there's that like screeching noise that I'm assuming is the god that he sees, and he actually, it sounds fine after that. Yeah, because he's like ready to like essentially die. He's on his deathbed, and then there's the long raspy creepy noise. They specifically say it's creepy. He says, I've seen a miracle, and then he starts like screaming about it, but he doesn't sound in pain anymore, which could mean that he's in like excruciating amounts of pain, and that's when he does die. But I'm not sure. It's because it's just audio, so we're not really even sure what happened, right? It's possible that both are true. He did almost die, but then he did come out unscathed because he was spared by that deity. That, or it was never Bringer to begin with. That was a creature created by the deity in the likeness of Bringer to take over his entire life. I'm not really sure yet.
Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body.
That's what I was saying.
And save the others.
That's what I was saying.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the
Yes.
Because he witnessed.
Okay, so it was the first option.
Sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
That's exactly what happened. Cool, great. I love being smart.
Exceeds the limits of what we know.
It does a little bit, but it's not out of left field.
Ultimately points to the Exaltists.
That's true.
I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
I can't believe we've led to our big bad being a cult. Like, it's a cult. I'm having fun with it. Belle thinks, I never expected the investigation to lead to this, but what exactly are the Exaltists plotting? Regardless, time to head back to the video store and rest for a bit. Then I'll think about the next steps. Oh my god, this goddamn epilogue is really gearing up to be high up on my list. We got cults, we got vampires, we got drama, we got patricide. I'm having a great time. Not necessarily about the patricide. That one, the drama. Vivian's here. By the way, Vivian's here.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
Okay, my bad. I was talking about cults. What do you want, Vivian? I was talking about the cult stuff.
We meet again, Master Prax.
I will be calling the Exaltists a cult, by the way. They sound like a cult.
Some info from the conspirators.
Also, when I was in the last video,
Wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack
in the
on
last
the
video, I've been calling them Vision and Friends for like a while, and I knew the term Exaltists existed, so I'm like, hold on, I'm Googling this. I need to see if Vision and Friends is actually the Exaltists, so that I stop calling them Vision and Friends. Yes, Vision and Friends is the Exaltists. Where was I going with this point? Oh, but when I was looking it up, right, I said that I was getting spoiled on some other like terms related to the Exaltists, and even their past iterations of names, because they had past names before calling themselves the Exaltists, that's all I'll say, sound really culty. So I'm like, this is a cult, right? I'm not mad about it, but this is a cult. You know about that? I don't know what we're talking about.
How do you even know about that? I only just found out myself.
What did we just find out? Ah, the sacrifice. Yes.
Because I've been watching you this entire time.
Have you,
I
Vivian?
know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes.
I mean, we just got a lot of info from Section 6 and Friends.
Bringer's belongings.
No! Wait, we don't know she's Mockingbird yet, do we?
Bringer's belongings. Did he even leave anything behind?
Probably not, if there was a cult involved.
I have complete confidence in my intelligence network.
Do you want the notebook? Because we don't know where that is.
Reason for you to work with me.
We don't know where the notebook is.
Guessed.
I do. Oh, now that I think about it, we do have a little stint with Vivian, don't we?
The alleged sacrifice attack.
I remember that now.
Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Are you gonna help me find it, Vivian?
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltus?
Exaltists.
Of course. Of course.
They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice.
They're always lurking in general, Vivian.
Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared.
Come again?
history.
Wait a minute. Vivian, circle back. What do you mean by that? Because I know Vivian is not originally Mockingbird, right? I know she's quote unquote like saved by Hugo a little bit, and I believe that's why Hugo treats her like her like family now. So I guess Vivian's background is ex-Exaltist, which is wild when you think about it. Let's keep going.
No more than that until you officially.
I just got a weird
break
business
away.
email pop on my phone. Let's keep going. Let's just agree.
All right, I agree then.
Let's do this quickly.
I like people who don't mess around.
Wait until you find
By
out
the
we're
way,
Faithin.
Might I ask? You're not proficient at in-hollow
Nope, we are not.
Nope, I can't fight.
We're working on that. That's for season 2.
Not to worry.
Does she know? She has to know we're Faithin at this point.
All I require is for you to guide me.
Like, right? She has to
I
know.
mean, not even my darling Lord Faithin can fight in the hollows.
She doesn't know. Yeah, what'd you just say? Circle back, Vivian.
What did you just say? Your darling Lord Faithin?
Who's gonna tell her?
That's right. The best.
Who's
blacksmith
gonna tell her?
of New Aerodil. Lord Faithin.
Vivian.
Don't tell me you don't like him.
Him? I'm ripping the band-aid off.
Probably not going to believe this, but I'm actually Faithin.
We're ripping the band-aid off for this one.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Faithin's a cut above.
She's getting so excited.
Replace Lord Faithin.
Oh my god, the switch up.
I know how you feel. You're actually one of Lord Faithin's
The
friends, too,
switch
aren't you?
She's so cute.
So he's your biggest role model in life, and you hope to become just like him, right?
No. I don't have any qualms about Faithin being referred to as a man here, because in Greek mythology, Faithin is as a man, I think. So no problems with that one. We're not a fan of Faithin.
How should I put this? I'm not really a fan of Faithin.
We're not a fan of Faithin because we are Faithin.
You're ashamed. Because you love him so
This
much.
is so
I
goofy.
went through a phase like that once. But it's okay to be brave and admit your love.
She's so goofy. I love her.
With you as you make your journey, fellow fan.
I love her though because like she's so real for that. Listen, when we did Astronomical Moment, I went on and on about my history with a K-pop fan, all right? So like, I get her. She's just like me for real, for real. After inexplicably joining Vivian's informal fan club, you listen to her go on about her love of Lord Faithin for nearly an hour. I hope we're doing this while we're in the Hollow.
Oh my. Once I start talking about Lord Faithin, I just can't help myself.
She's so cute. Vivian, we have stuff we need to do.
I suppose that's all for today.
Oh, it's because this is
I'll
just,
be in touch
it's a
with
cutoff.
more
All right.
news.
So we haven't done the commission part yet. Okay, I know I can't do a good voice for Vivian. The voice actor did such a good job for her. I was thrown off by her voice at first because I wasn't expecting it, but it fits. Like for a character that's a banshee, I feel like it fits really, really well, and I can't do it justice. It's one of those voices in Zenless that I cannot do justice, so take that with a grain of salt. Anyways, she says, I was so cut off chatting with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. I'm trying really hard, by the way. I found out where the remainder of Bringer's belongings ended up. They should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. I'll need to make some preparations. Let's meet up in BLAZEWOOD later. BLAZEWOOD! We're going to chapter 4! Don't worry, I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. Yeah, how did you know we were proxies, Vivian? Because, I gather the information from my intelligence network, of course. I may look this way, but I've got a pretty impressive job and I know many secrets. All right, so what's the deal with you and the Exaltus then? She says I must foil the Exaltus schemes. Whatever they're planning, I'll stop them. This time, I absolutely cannot. Just think of it as my personal beef with the Exaltus. She's just like me for real, for real. Whatever the case, we're on the same side here. It's getting late. I need to go back and make some preparations. See you in BLAZEWOOD. She leaves in a hurry and seems rather reluctant to discuss her relationship with the Exaltists in detail. I do hope we get like background lore flashbacks like we did with Hugo earlier on. I feel like that would be really helpful, and I really liked when they did it with Hugo Lycon lore. So I hope we get that same for Vivian at some point, but Vivian is going to have to be the one that explains that, because Lycon was able to explain the background lore with him and Hugo because they were both involved. Vivian's going to have to be the one to explain it. I'm assuming maybe it'll happen after this following commission. That would make sense because we did the first one. We did Hugo's last time. It would make sense. Anyways, we're back to Wise. He says, are you sure you want to head straight into the Hollow? Maybe we can use the old method and connect to Eos instead. That would be the safer option. But if we connect to Eos, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. Yeah, let's just go in. If you insist, Belle, all right then. But if anything happens, make sure you stay safe. Even though we can stay in touch at any time, I still worry. So is that part of the eye-brain thing? Vivian will protect me. As long as, if we can prove we're faith, she will go to the ends of the earth. Wise says, I will protect you too. If anything happens, I'll get back up for you immediately. Well, yeah, just contact Caesar and friends. All right, let's take a break for now and wait for Vivian to contact us. I think I was gonna take a lap around my apartment in between. It's been half an hour since we started this video. I'm gonna take that lap like now. I'm gonna like cut my footage and just do 2 parts for the footage on this video because I need to go take a lap. My knees hurt. After some time though, a message from Vivian arrives. It's time to head to BLAZEWOOD and meet her. After I take a little lap. Perfect, it did stop for a second. So I am, like I said, I'm gonna pause it just because my knees are like cramping up and I need to like, this is why we gotta go take a lap around the apartment. Cause I have weird bones, okay? We're so back. I also made it more vibey in my room. Like I turned off the big lights, so we might be able to go for longer. The only problem is I got a new little light bulb for my desk lamp thing finally, and it's like double the wattage it was before, and I kind of hate it. But this was the only light bulbs I could get. They didn't have anything lower than this. So I'll make do, I guess. It's still better than the big light. All right. So, the meet Vivian and BLAZEWOOD. Okay. Are we just teleporting to BLAZEWOOD then? Yes. Let's just do that. Press the internet button in the quick menu to view featured posts in your schedule as well as claim your commission payments. Number 17, City Life Tooltip. I knew that one. I could have just taken my water break. I'm still on the tooltips. It's not even tooltips. I just keep calling them that. It's just little like extra tidbits of information, but I need to know them. Hello, BLAZEWOOD. No one's here except for some tumbleweeds and that guy staring at a wall. Oh, there's people here. It's not Vivian and that's not Vivian and BLAZEWOOD. That is Trigger and Soldier and B. That's not right. Why is it? Just start the HDD. Just start the HDD and hope that's the right thing to do here. It is. Okay, it's Story Commission Season 1 Epilogue. Thank God that is the right thing to do. No, it's not, because we've finished those. Okay, so now what? I guess I do have to talk? That's not Vivian! Are you guys confused? Because I'm confused. Ambi? Am I starting something I shouldn't be?
Roxy, you're here too.
Oh, she called all of us in.
Expect to run into you here.
Hello? So what are you guys doing?
What are you two doing here? And is that a new look I see, Ambi?
Well, probably because Ambi was called in.
Investigate that
You know, this can't be the right thing. Because also, I'm acting like I know Trigger. You recall the incident you experienced with Ambi and Trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged in the video archive. If you have time, you should go and refresh your memories with them. Interesting how they set that up, but I do remember now that the Soldier Zero Ambi story and the Trigger story did come out before Barrier Tears. So that makes enough sense. Or either that or they came out the same patch. And I do remember people saying that you are supposed to do, I think, the character stories before doing the epilogue. I feel like I remember people bringing this up, but I obviously forgot and I'm just going through this part. So yeah,
I've recently
we'll just keep going.
Clues about the person behind the operation, but my key.
But I will note down that I should probably prioritize
my identity.
Ambi and Trigger character missions over some of the other ones if I have time to do those.
So
we'll do them all obviously eventually, but I'm just thinking like game show thing. What I should probably prioritize.
Doesn't really represent anything in particular.
Does it
For
now,
me,
Ambi?
It's just another outfit now.
Well, now it's just
We'll
another
have to
outfit.
Move on someday.
All right. Life lessons with Zenless.
Behind all this is caught. And who's this young lady?
Trigger's mask. This is Vivian. Hi,
Her name's
everyone. Meet
She's
Vivian.
my friend. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
So Vivian called them in?
One of the Cunning Hair's most powerful
How?
members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad's
The fact that, like, I'm a little bit surprised by Ambi and Trigger still being very cordial, which I guess Anby leaving the Opal Squad thing wasn't Trigger's fault. Trigger's also very nice. So I could see that why they would still be cordial. Does that mean we're gonna get like full Opal Squad stuff with Anby later on? Because that would be quite fun. I'm just saying, a little bit of a reunion could be fun. I don't know if Anby ever knew them. Like the new Opal Squad that we're getting in season 2. I don't know if she ever knew them. It could be fun for crossover potential though. Like that is definitely still a possibility.
You know us?
How did we all come to this place then?
Someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
Worst kept secret in New Eridu.
And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
What is your work?
Seems you're
What is your
handling
work?
well.
Trigger is so nice too. She's like, oh, I see.
Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our
This
leave now.
feels so out of left field though. It's like getting very like, you know what this feels like? This is gonna be a very niche reference, but it's gonna make sense to the people it makes sense to. There's a running gag for K-pop fanfiction that it is J-Hope driving the school bus. And that's what this feels like. I'm just gonna say that. That's what this feels like right now. Best way I can
Going
put it.
into a hollow?
I apologize for such a niche reference, but that is the best way I can put this.
That?
It's either that or the Jackson Wang party. Like it feels like that. It's just like they shoehorned in these characters and it makes no sense why they're here. I'm gonna be honest. They're literally just here so everybody can be involved. And I was really liking Barrier Tears. I literally was saying this is like it was gonna go up to number 3, but this is just weird now. But sure, that's right,
Yeah,
I guess.
That's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
All right. You shoot a wink at Anby and Trigger, who both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears. So we have a secret fourth person? Oh!
Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
What was her name? Serena? It wasn't Serena. It was something close to that.
Hello.
Sienna. Sienna.
I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
Why are you wearing a sweater in the desert? Oh. She's crying? Is that that's a banshee thing, I think. Yes. Banshees can like feel emotions or something. Correct? I don't know my banshee lore.
Vivian, are you all right? You look depressed.
That's forward, Anby.
What's wrong, Vivian?
I love
Are
Anby.
you feeling okay?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment.
You started crying, Vivian.
So then,
I
what
can't
are
say
you
anything.
doing?
I've been like periodically crying because my eyes
Don't
have been
worry.
burning
I'm not gonna
post-surgery.
Scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't
That's
tell
like
me.
a side
You're
thing.
my
But that
confidant.
happened earlier today though, so.
That's me.
It's because my face is still like bruised, so sometimes my eyes just start watering.
Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Amby here.
Uh-huh.
So if you'll excuse
Why not
me-
all of us? Wait, can you share with the class? Sienna steps to the side with Amby as they discuss something. How do you know Amby as well? Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern. Uh-huh. So what's going
You're
on?
not looking so
I'm
good. Everything okay?
so confused. This like just, it flipped entirely. Why are we in BLAZEWOOD? Why is Trigger here? Why is Anby here? Why is Sienna here? What? We were doing so well too. What's happening, guys? I was enjoying myself, but I'm starting to like lose that steam again because like what's happening?
Right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In
Okay.
return, I want you to do something for me.
I don't like the
Take
sound
me
of that.
into the hollow. I
Eh?
have something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
I don't know if I trust you.
Seeing as we
Vivian
are
called you a
just about to
scammer,
win ourselves, why not join us?
but I guess she can come with us. Does she have
It's
equipment
fine
for
by
that?
me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
Yeah, we probably are.
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Sure, no rush.
Huh?
I've been
There
thrown out of
really
this.
is no rush.
Because it was
Sure, let's all go
doing
together.
so well. It was on such a
It'll
good
be
upward
safer with
trajectory.
more
And now
people
I'm
who
just
don't
like,
find your missing item more
what
quickly.
is happening?
Thank you.
It doesn't make sense to me anymore what's happening here. I was enjoying it so much and now I'm just kind of like mad. Like this might end up getting kicked off the list just because like we were doing really well. Like lore was good, everything was doing good, and now we're just here for some reason with characters that have not shown. Trigger has not shown up yet. Amby hasn't worn her off, and they just like made an excuse for it to make sense. I'm crashing out a little bit, but it's because this doesn't make sense. It really just feels like everyone's being shoehorned in so everyone's involved. So you want to then pull for the new characters. That's literally what this is. So why are we suddenly helping Sienna, Vivian? She says, Proxy, do you believe in fate? I need like a secret fourth answer because there's do, don't, and then I believe what you said before about the chosen one. I'll just go with that. She says, you still remember that? That was about something else. Proxy, No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the hollow. I can't get my voice to go as high as Vivian's, especially right now because my face is still recovering and all that. But I'm trying. I feel like once my face is like healed, I could probably do the Vivian voice a little bit better, but like I'm trying. I can get the tone, I think, but not the right like pitch. At least when I hear myself speak in my head, that's how it sounds. That's all like discombobulated, messed up right now because of the surgery thing. This is probably all we'll get done because I split the recording so I could go take a lap, and it's already 11 minutes into this half. It's fine though. I don't see myself doing as much pausing, just because I've been thrown out of the story a little bit because the continuity really messed up there halfway. So I don't see myself as pausing as much to like yap about lore and all that, just because I wanted to finish this tonight, but I probably will finish it tomorrow just because I'm kind of losing interest a little bit. And it's getting late as well, so I don't want to push it. You know, this, because there's even the combat tutorial for Soldier Zero here. This was literally just a way for them. Like I've talk about frequently here when something's like kind of like a little marketing ploy to get you to pull for the pretty character or buy the pretty book or something. This is that. This is them just shoehorning in the newest characters, because this released, I believe, during the patch. Part A was the Trigger and Soldier Zero patch. Part B then, which is what we just got at the time of recording this, it's the patch we're still in, that was Vivian and Hugo. So obviously they're shoehorning in these characters. They want you to play them. They want you to want to pull for them by doing the main story. And usually it makes enough sense at the time, but this doesn't make sense because these characters should not have been in the story, like the main story at least. At least here for this reason, it just doesn't make any sense. And it really is, they just want you to pull for these goddamn characters. It feels like them being in this feels like a cash grab, and I think it made the story worse. Obviously, I haven't even really gotten to it yet, but I feel like it's making the story worse. So, quite frankly.
What is it that
I thought I had to fight Vivian. And because Vivian's not playable yet, yeah, they threw in these characters so you could play as these characters. They should have just put Vivian in part A. Here's what they should have done, right? Here's what they should have done. What they should have done is condense down the epilogue. It has too much, it's too long for an epilogue. Do that or make it its own chapters. It should have been like chapter 6. It should have just been chapter 6 and they take out some of the parts because there's too much information here. Maybe do a chapter 6 and a 7 and then do the epilogue to be shorter at the end, but they should not have done it how they did it. They should not have had Soldier Zero and Trigger in it how they did. It just doesn't make sense, because if you shrunk down the chapters and only did like, let's just say chapter 6, epilogue is chapter 6. If they did it that way, then they could have had Vivian and Hugo be playable characters within releasing both parts of Barrier Tears. Part A, if there was the first half of chapter 6, then that could have been the Vivian part. We would be running around with Vivian right now. And then part B would be the part with Hugo after this. We will be getting playable Hugo and Vivian in part B, because that's when they released. But instead, they're shoehorning in characters that don't make sense here. And you're supposed to do these, like, the character story events to get the information that they just didn't put in this main story. It doesn't make sense. They should have condensed the epilogue and made it a chapter, quite frankly, because it's too long to be an epilogue, but they call it an epilogue. The fact that there's 2 parts to it really is what explains that the most. And they should have not had Trigger and Ambi in it. I know I love them. I love Ambi and Trigger. I love these characters, but it does not make sense canonically. And it has entirely thrown me out of the story at this point, which is very upsetting because literally in the last video, I was gushing. The reason why we're even doing a second video right now is because I was obsessed with the last part, and then part 3 comes around and it's just something else entirely. And I don't love that, especially because it's the epilogue. The epilogue should be the most concise and have enough continuity with the story for it to make sense. This doesn't make sense. It would have made more sense if we like randomly ran into them in a hollow. And it's like, what are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Hey, I can't fight. Can you help me fight? Like that would have made more sense than the setup they did. I feel like if you didn't want to like do any of the other things, just introducing Ambi and Trigger in a different way would have made more sense. Maybe even making it Ambi's in there looking for something, Trigger's in there looking for something. We all kind of slowly but surely meet up with each other, and that's how you get your combat, rather than drop them both at the same time. None of it makes sense, and I feel like there probably would have been a better way to do it if they really thought about it, but I don't know if they did. It just feels like they shoehorned these characters in to make money, and I don't love that for me.
Now it's my turn to ask questions.
But it's also a thing with like the pacing.
What is it that you're investigating?
If they hadn't made the epilogue so long, they could have made it so Vivian and Hugo were playable characters during the patch this released in.
Then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
The name Silver? What does that mean? I'm also saving ults because there's still text on screen, and I'm curious if they're going to talk more.
Has something to do with
I don't, because you really need to do those character stories first, but it's just like, I don't have time for that right now, and it doesn't proc that. It doesn't tell you should do those character stories first until you're already in the game. And then at that point, it's too late. Like, I'm in immersive storytelling. I can't leave and go do the Soldier Zero and Trigger character stories for like 6 hours, you know? Because it's not just like one part. They're 3 parts long, and you gotta do 2 of them. So what's going on? Oh, I forgot that this is Trigger's thing. All right, come on. Kind of want to do the Trigger thing.
Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Fisher? Fisher? There's a Fisher. There's the Fisher. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna. I was done crashing out. I lied, but I think I'm done crashing out now. I would want to crash out about this again. I'm not going to. I've said my piece. It's just disappointing because I was obsessed last time, and now I'm not. So doing BLAZEWOOD dirty like this. How dare you? I love BLAZEWOOD.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere.
What is this woman's lore?
Which wall helped me find it? It has to be somewhere among
Also,
all
the sweater in the desert is really getting me. Because, like, I'm wearing shorts and, like, a hoodie right now in Texas, and I'm, like, sweating.
Thanks.
It's not even a thick hoodie.
You don't have to worry about me.
It's not even a hoodie. It's just a pullover. There's no hood.
I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this.
Wasting your...
It sounds strange, but...
Sienna's a character. And I don't know if that's in a good way yet.
My daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Oh, she's trying to butter us up. What does she have to say? Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite a nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Yeah, it's 2 nickels. I was saying 2 nickels. It's really similar to Yoran de Winter's story. So, like, what goes on in New Eridu when it comes to artists? Because this is 2 nickels, guys. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly, quote, took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. Allegedly, hypothetically, in New Eridu. Thank you. Vivian asks, how do you know all of this? And Sienna says, because that legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. Condolences. We did already know about this, by the way. She says, thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So Vivian asks, who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Sienna says, given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Anby is also related to them. What does Anby have to do with the Ravenlock family? Come again? Vivian says, the collectible you asked me to bid on earlier. I should probably return it to you. Sienna says, don't worry about it. But Vivian says, isn't it your husband's final work? Sienna says it's fine. Our bond doesn't rely on any keepsakes, and I don't need those to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. So Vivian says, Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Sure. Why, fine. Let's just wrap this up. Vivian and Sienna step aside and discuss something in private. So Sienna says, all right. Regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. This also feels very out of left field. Like, I have no idea what's happening. How did you lose your wedding ring in BLAZEWOOD when you're dressed, like, ready for winter? What's happening? Regardless, she says, I would be extremely, extremely grateful to you. I'm so confused by this. It feels like we're doing something like an entirely different part of the game. I'm also oh, the chest is over there. There's a suspicious item here, though, and it's not even a frame. You find some food left in the hollow for unknown reason. Clearly, there's no sign of the ring Sienna is looking for among these items. Vivian says, Proxy, if you're hungry, I brought some food with me. Yeah, no, I'm good, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Vivian says, okay, you can eat those even if you're starving. Or you can't eat those.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Oh, Ambi. They just did that specifically for an Ambi gag.
Neither do I.
So... yeah, the overall text is still super delayed. I don't know what's up with that. Because Belle says, like, neither do I, like, ages later. Is that a stuffed crappy bear? Oh my god, I love it. Or is it a bear? It's a bear. Or a beaver! It's a beaver. You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? Stranger things have happened. Vivian says, don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable.
Emotionally stable?
There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
There shouldn't is the key word. Shouldn't. But obviously there's not if we're... oh, it's up here.
It's pretty cute.
It is kind of cute. So this is our suspicious item number 3. A lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. Vivian says no one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Stranger things have happened. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
It's not even fancy. It's just like Tupperware. It's
I
good
wonder if
Tupperware.
its owner is safe and sound.
It's good Tupperware, but I would steal that. I would steal that from my parents' house, 200%. Not like steal it from a, you know, like when you take the Tupperware from your parents' house and then quote unquote forget to return it. Yeah, that. So what's this one? Scattered oil barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. This is just like a weird fetch quest now. Vivian says, does Sienna actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean by that? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. I would say a wedding ring is a little bit different. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back. It might have been a setup. She did scam us before, so...
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while.
She did scam us one time before, so stranger things have once again happened. Trigger's fun.
I'm worried about Sienna.
I should have pulled for her more. It's fine though, I was saving for the mockingbirds and I got both of the mockingbirds, so like it's fine. We're done. I don't even think we went through all the overworld dialogue.
Could the ring be in that gas tank?
There's a, ooh, there's my chest. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Good thing this gas tank is empty.
All right, gas tank. Where's the gas tank? That's why you don't wear a sweater in the desert. Why is Sienna just, what happened? Oh, you're gone. I can't even interact with her. What the heck? There we go. It's been like 5 minutes, Sienna. What the heck? By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully. Is she like dead?
Signs are gone.
She's dead.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam.
Her final scam. So shortly before.
There's one thing
Oh.
I must remind you.
That's why she brought up Mira. Oh, that's why she cried as well. She can see probably people's final moments, and so she knew.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here.
That's why she went into the hollow with them, because she knew she had low ether aptitude or something.
I'm very sick and don't have much longer.
That's probably also why she's in
If I
the
try to get
sweater. She's
treatment, it'll just
probably
be a
cold.
burden on my daughter.
Oof. Oof.
So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance.
God. Oh, God. Okay, I take it back. I have to take everything back because she's literally doing insurance fraud so that when she inevitably ends up dying, because she knows she's dying, her daughter has something to fall back on, but she also can't actually get saved from whatever is afflicting her because it's too expensive. I take it back. I take it back. This whole... You remember when in Genshin Impact, the Inazuma arc where the first part of it, everybody hated because we had to go on all these little fetch quest things that were super long to see how the Vision Hunt Decree was affecting people within Inazuma. And it made us, it like changed, we had a change of heart and decided to help the sort of like anti-Vision Hunt Decree resistance and all that. And Inazuma ended up being really, really good. But that first part, everyone hated because it just was long and drawn out and felt unnecessary. And then it all starts to make sense later and why it was kind of necessary, right? I feel like a little bit of that is happening now where we're seeing all these like atrocities caused by like the tops in the government, hypothetically, allegedly at New Eridu, to get us on the side of Mockingbird specifically. So later on, when there's like some sort of whose side are you on sort of thing, it's like, well, I don't know, because you guys are both right. We shouldn't be killing people, but also the actions of these organizations and these mega corporations, hypothetically, allegedly within New Eridu, are also killing people. So what do we do with that information? Which is really, whew, that's heavy. That's real. And so, you know, I don't love how they executed it, but I gotta give them props. That's a story beat. That's a real story beat. Again, this is why I have chapter 1 ranked so high in my like ranking of the storylines, because it gets really real really fast. And they did the exact same thing here. And I was crashing out like 5 minutes ago. Goddamn, Zenless Zone Zero, you did it again.
Once
That's what this
time
is supposed to be.
passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
She's doing insurance fraud,
It's only
essentially,
what
health
Ravenlock's
insurance
away.
fraud, so that her daughter has money, because that was the other option would be her daughter would be in debt for the rest of her life.
Squeeze it out of them.
Gosh.
What makes you think that will help you?
I
just
would.
trust you will.
Yeah, because Vivian
I'm
is that
just
type of person, because she's with
awfully
Mockingbird.
Sorry you had to get involved in this.
It's the whole,
Something I must do.
it's the whole like thing.
I have to leave something behind for
Gosh.
the girl.
Oh,
I
this
have
is
to
gonna,
give
this
her a chance
hurts.
at
This
life.
really hurts. It's the thing where like, like they were, I don't forget what the exact wording, but like using dubious methods to do what's right is what we had in the flashback. God, I don't love how they set it up, because they really did just like shoehorn this, because this scenario could have happened in any holo, but they shoehorned it in specifically here so they could put in Ambi and Trigger. So I don't love that. That is definitely docking at some points there on my ranking, but the sentiment still stands. It got really real really fast. This is a very real issue. This is like something that I've been making the hypothetically allegedly Inu Eridu, but there's, I believe, documented cases of stuff like this happening in real life, which is wild. And it's the fact that we have to come to this, it sucks, quite frankly, hypothetically allegedly. But oh my God, I can't believe they got me again. This is because the same thing happened the first time I played through chapter 1 in beta. I was like in shock, and I became obsessed immediately, because I was like, this is like, obviously chapter 1 is highly dramatized because it is a story, but the like corporate greed aspect of it is very real, and they're doing it again, but it's different. So it's
If it's okay, could you also please
oh my gosh,
message to Mira for me?
oh my God, this is gonna break me.
Tell
I'm
her,
crashing out again, but it's like opposite crash
don't
out.
worry. Even
Oh
if
my gosh.
Mari's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust.
But that also makes sense why she's wearing the sweater and like all that clothes, because she's just like withering away.
Thank you.
She's probably freezing in here, which is the sign, not a good sign. Oh my gosh. After saying this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her.
Oh gosh.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it.
The voice actor is also doing a great job with this. Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe, but the thing.
Oh, it cut again.
Always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters.
That's, I believe, Banshee lore. What did she say before,
You
though?
might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl.
That's why the Exaltists wanted her, probably. They probably thought she was some sort of prophet. That would make a lot of sense, actually. She probably also believed she was some sort of prophet with these visions. It's just a Banshee thing.
That's all I've ever been able to see.
Yeah. Oh my God, Vivian.
It's all
Oh my
that
God.
kid's fault.
Oh my God, this is also such good art.
She's seriously jinxed.
Oh, and they're blaming her.
Always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
This is a very common trope. You see a lot of stuff. You see this in media frequently. Specifically, I've seen it in a lot of books, but
I didn't do anything.
I like it. So it's the angst for me.
What good is saying
And we're so back.
sorry?
This entire video has been it's so over, it's so back every 5 minutes.
Open your mouth.
How unlucky.
The poor kid.
Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
Can we end it with the voices? I get it. We get it. You hate Vivian.
Sorry, you all. I'm sorry.
Because she had good intentions. After recounting the stories of her past, and I bet I did say we'd get the Vivian lore in here, but we need the Exaltus to Vivian lore. Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time it's the same.
Again, the voice actors they got for Hugo and Vivian are doing such a good job at their job. Show them some respect, please.
In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes
Yeah.
I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things,
Oh,
or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Vivian. Oh, the poor baby. No, it's not your fault at all.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
Also, there's no music playing right now, which is a good
We
choice.
were just trying to be kind. And
Oh, no, there
warn
is-
them
it's
about
very faint
impending
music.
disasters.
I can
It does
tell
still kinda
it's
fit,
never
though.
been easy for you.
No.
Thank you.
Everyone in this group has
No
trauma.
matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I
Yeah.
hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens
Vivian.
to anyone.
Oh, God. I don't even know what Trigger sounds like well enough to do a voice, so we're just gonna try. I just got Sienna's dead body on the ground. Can we not? All right. Trigger says, so, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Vivian says, yes. Every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. Well, it is like a traumatic thing she's seeing, and she probably is experiencing to a certain degree some of that trauma that the other person will be experiencing as well. So, damn, that sucks. She says, I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. All right, bury your tears with the past. I believe Hugo mentioned something about burying something. Vivian has the tears, and we're talking about the past. That's why it's called that. Yep, all right, they said the thing, kind of. They said the thing. But I just can't do it, she says. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. Ambi says, you're being too hard on yourself. But Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. She says Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. And it's because she did insurance fraud. That's why he's not actually, it's not a money-losing business. He's making big bucks. Or maybe not, because he is in debt. You know what? I think he deserves to be in debt, quite frankly. I'm gonna say maybe Topps demands it. Vivian says, yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Topps for a while now. Probably because they're being stingy with people's health insurance. Hypothetically, allegedly, a new heirdo. Listen, I just had major surgery done to my face. I've had my fair share of dealings with insurance recently, all right? It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Anyways, Vivian says that's why they're becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Topps. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago, probably because she got sick. Hey, we've all been there. We've all been there. No, we haven't. But like, I ended up leaving school because of chronic illness. So like, we've all been there. Ambi says, I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. Vivian says she said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. Gosh. Trigger says, but I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Vivian doesn't say anything, but Ambi says, everyone, it seems there are ethereals nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward. We have hit the marker for this video, so as soon as we get out of this hollow, video's done.
Do you believe that the future can be changed?
Can the future be changed? It's a question about fate.
Whoa,
she asked about fate earlier.
Kind of an out of the blue question.
That was the thing earlier. She's like, do you believe in fate? And that's fate.
Countless times already.
Has it? What does that mean, Vivian? Can you circle back?
These misfortunes.
Vivian has a very similar vibe to a character from a beloved dystopian YA series that I'm blanking on the name of, but I decided to read because I never read it as a teen. Because it was like, I think it was a little bit after my time and it's a little bit corny. But I'm listening to the audio because I got my hands on the series audiobooks and I was curious. And it's not good.
What we're looking for is up ahead.
It's like a solid 3-star at most. But like, Vivian reminds me a lot of this character. Like a lot. But like, not as like, oh, woe is me about it, but still like just as sad. Just as sad. I think it's the Shatter Me series. It's not good. At most, it's like a solid 3 stars. I'm on the 2nd book. But now I'm like, I kind of want to know what happens. So I'm gonna finish it because I want to know what happens. But it's like getting worse the more I listen to it. So like, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. But there's something in the back of my brain that is like reminding me of that. The main protagonist of that acts a little bit like Vivian, but not as like pitiful. Does this make sense? Vivian's the better one. I like Vivian more, but also this series was originally published in like 2011 or something. I was the prime reading age for that, actually. Why didn't I read that? I was always on like weird girl lit, opposed to like the classics of YA lit, so that's probably why. I say weird girl lit lovingly, by the way. I don't think I got to explain what weird girl lit is. You can make that assumption yourself. You can Google the term weird girl lit and you'll see. I just don't have the brain power to explain it right now and I can't think of any titles off the top of my head. Like my dystopian of choice was the Hunger Games franchise. I was obsessed. So that's probably why I didn't read anything else. I just reread Mockingjay a couple times. We're ulting. All right, come on. There we go.
I think it's
what interesting references we've made with this video.
The hollow. You guys go on.
Yeah, they should probably be the ones to do that.
She gave us the intel we needed. So this is the least.
Oh, that's when she goes off and talks to them?
Everything else goes well.
I wonder if this is connected to their character stories then, if this will like directly, it's like almost like a continuation sort of thing.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know?
Well, there's a lot of things I'd like to know, but this video's gone over on time, so we'll wait until she's comfortable.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but
like,
we can talk more once you feel
she's
ready.
seen some stuff.
Don't worry, I can wait.
She's definitely seen some stuff.
Oh. I'd be happy to share my story.
I'm happy that worked.
These premonitions I see.
So this is the full extent of the Vivian info dump now.
Always come to me in a flash.
Thank God I need a Vivian info dump.
Images in my mind.
Because I need to know about the Exalted stuff.
I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters.
Oh gosh.
Of course.
The non-fatal mutilations.
Non-fatal mutilations.
I mean, I guess if everything else you see is death.
They end up happening. And
I'm assuming.
I can never prevent or change them.
I'm assuming here. This is just something she's been afflicted with her entire life, and when the Exaltists heard of it, they wanted her in. That's what I'm kind of thinking here.
That's all I have.
Which is also giving me the YA dystopian vibes.
If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore.
No, Vivian. We also have a troubled past. Why would I be offended, Vivian?
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian.
Oh.
We're friends.
Wait until you find out we're Faith in.
This ability
she's like still going on and on about how dark it is, and then she's gonna be like, wait, what? We're friends? It's not a curse. Not necessarily a gift either.
If anything, I think you've been given
I don't think it's a gift. It kind of is a curse.
Thank you. Really?
I'm not gonna say that to her face, though.
It's getting late. Bringer's
Oh yeah, we came in here for Bringer's stuff.
Let's take a closer
This video is gonna be longer than I intended it for it to be, because I just got so enthralled in the lore.
Behind is hidden inside a vending
Because they hit me with the thing again. They pulled a chapter 1. So there's the vending machine here. I'm in the gate. Vivian says, found it. The vending machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in there. So why the vending machine? She says, that's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot. Anyway, let's look around first. So you search the vending machine up and down, but find nothing. Gotta kick it in. Where's Corn with her saw when you need it? Oh, we're doing like the fetch quest again. But we shouldn't have to do any more fighting because Trigger and Ambi left, and Vivian isn't playable yet by the time this released, so.
Might be the one we're looking for.
So there's this one then. Vivian says, I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bringer's belongings. What could they be? And still nothing. Nothing in there.
There's nothing in here.
A lot of chests, though. I'll take those. I'm getting stuck on the rocks. That is a problem.
This vending machine looks a little suspicious, too.
Does it? It's a vending machine. Vivian says, Proxy, I have a feeling. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. Is this your prophecy? I shouldn't be making that joke so fast. Vivian says, no! I've never predicted anything good. Anyway, let's search it thoroughly. So you carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. His belongings have to have been here for a while. They probably aren't even here anymore. Just as you are about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. I told you we have to smash the thing in. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. What do you know? Violence is never the answer, but sometimes it's the question and the answer is yes. We haven't brought that one up in a while. And it is violence against a old vending machine, so... Vivian says, wow, Master Proxy. So this is how it's done. You're leagues ahead of professional intelligence brokers. We got it. Oh, there's Hugo in the pool. Why is Hugo in the pool? Why is Hugo in the pool? That's awkward. Well, we have Bringer's notebook. This is a thick notebook. Okay. It's not as worn as I thought it would be, even though they say it's old and worn looking. It seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down. Okay.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But
so,
what these markings on it.
Oh, did he use like a super secret squirrel language? You and Vivian flip through Bringer's notebook while carnage is going on in the background, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. Hugo's gonna show up to block the ethereal because he's gonna be like, oh my god, it's Vivian, oh my god. And then Vivian and Hugo are gonna be exposed as partners. And we're gonna be like, hey, yo, what? Calling it now. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease. He might think Vivian told us already as well that they're connected.
Well, hello, Master Proxy.
This is awkward. You stole our gem. Can we have him back, please?
Give me that scandalized look. I did just save your life.
Vivian is just totally normal about this.
The Proxy, even if you hadn't appeared.
See, yeah, they're just beefing.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area.
Oh.
Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence.
Yeah, he just entirely gave it away. Yeah. Companion?
Hang on. Did you say companion?
Yeah.
Oh, you two know each other.
Yeah, those are our Phantom Thieves.
I didn't have a chance to mention it before.
Yeah, you might have wanted to mention that before, Vivian.
Part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only
Oh, this is gonna get bad.
The auction,
yeah, this is gonna get bad.
From Vivian backstage.
Oh dear. So you were only bidding on the collection so you could get backstage.
So.
Oh, she went backstage to get the painting.
Bidding on the collection so you could get backstage and mess with things?
That's why she did it, and that's why she threw so much money at it.
You can't rely on appearances.
Dear God.
Don't worry,
That was clever.
Mr.
That was really clever.
We don't have any ulterior motives here.
Of course you do!
As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned phantom thieves syndicate in New
Well, we get our
Era
Mockingbird
that,
info and
despite
dump
its
then, so...
longevity, has managed to maintain
The info dumps are
secrecy of its
important,
members'
right?
identities to this day.
Well, this is the second worst kept secret in New Era then.
Our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird phantom thief can show.
Does he know we're Faith in? Is he gonna tell her? What about Lycon?
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous and we should be careful.
Yeah. I'm bringing up Lycon as much as I can around this man.
Told you about some of our past.
Yes.
And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other.
He's right. Two
Mockingbird's
things can be
purpose is very
true.
simple.
Are we gonna get the lore from Hugo's
To form
perspective now?
long-standing and cooperative relationships
Because that would actually be
with
appreciated.
outstanding
Maybe not today.
proxies.
This video's gone over.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions,
Well, of
please
course you need
allow
our
me to
abilities.
briefly
Everyone needs our
explain the
abilities.
concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate.
Okay, yeah, we're getting a better info
We
dump
all
on
know
Mockingbird, it
there
looks like.
isn't anything in this world that's fair.
He's right.
A prime example being the
Yeah.
uneven distribution of wealth.
He's right.
People
I gotta
from
give him that
tops
one.
Splurge on luxurious.
Yeah.
electronics,
Hypothetically, allegedly, a new
while the
Eridu, all
poor
that,
have
yeah.
to gamble with their own lives.
That's why we...
to get by.
That's why they did the whole Sienna bit. Gamble with their own lives just to get by. That's exactly what she did. And again, yeah, he's right about that. Hypothetically, allegedly, a new Eridu.
Equal distribution in this world of happiness
Yeah.
and suffering.
Yeah.
Hope and despair.
Yeah, he's right.
Love and hate. It's all just
He's
so
right.
unfair.
However, caveat, this man needs therapy. Because this is, yes, he's right. Life is unfair. But if you go about life, I don't even know how to word this. If you go about life thinking, the only thing you're thinking is life is unfair, why even bother? Then that's not really living either. And it feels almost like he's trying to cover up this loss of connection to people and like this just jadedness with the world by thinking he's doing a service to the world by like quote unquote fixing it. But even if he is doing some good and like making things more fair, which I think is that's a valiant effort to take up. But I think at the end of the day, no one person, not even two people, because there's two of them, and that's it, can take that on themselves and like achieve that themselves. You need like an army for that, not two people, even if those two people are quite skilled at what they do. But it seems almost like he's taken up this task to sort of like deflect his own traumas and like upbringing stuff. And it's like, Hugo, sweetie, please go talk to somebody. I'm begging you. Make up with Lycon, get a friend, go talk to somebody. Please, I'm begging. Baby, Hugo, please. Vivian too, she could use some therapy as well. Oh, we all could, quite frankly. But Hugo specifically, it has been too long. We can tell the patricide really got to you. So
Somebody has to do
someone help this
something
man.
to tilt the balance of the scale.
Yeah, he's deflecting.
And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they
You're acting like you
deserve
created
and give
Mockingbird.
it
You
to
didn't,
those who
baby. And that's
deserve
okay.
to have more. If you
You're allowed
ask
to be
me,
happy.
that's enough
Actually.
to be considered a
Shocker, I
form
know.
of justice.
You are allowed to be a little bit selfish and be happy with your life, quite frankly. It doesn't have to all be about justice. Oh, and hold on. Before I pick agree or disagree, I gotta go read what he actually said. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. So like I was gonna say a Mockingbird scenario. It's like a Robin Hood scenario. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice. It is. However, caveat, you deserve to have some happiness too, Hugo. Because it's unfair to you to be taking on this burden all by yourself. Even if you think you're doing good, mentally, baby, you're not. And that's okay. The first step is admitting it. I do unfortunately agree with them though.
Do have a point.
Yes, points are being made, but also multiple things can be true at once.
I knew if anyone.
I do have to agree with Mockingbird's stance though, but I think Hugo is taking it too far.
Aside from these philosophical considerations, we also
I think
have a
he's
crisis
taking
on
it too
our
far.
hands to deal with.
I will say that.
As you know, the Exaltists are
I agree,
plotting
but
to use the
he's gone
power
too
of
far.
Sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Erin.
So the crime intent letter was from the
Can provide
Exaltists.
you with all the latest intel.
It seems like
just
they also know
that
about
night
it, and I don't know how they know about it.
Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing.
I do like that he keeps using the word pompous to describe them.
Crucial part of this
it's a fun word.
The sacrifice core is currently.
I mean, he does have sacrifice. Yeah, he does have that.
I think that makes
that
this
gaudy-ass core.
A competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
All right. We got to think about it though and end the video. I probably will not finish this part tonight, or this. We're gonna finish part A tomorrow morning or something.
If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon?
That's just so we have somebody. That's just these characters aren't playable yet. We need somebody to do combat.
And his presence alone is enough to keep me in check.
Well, we also have the mayor's office. We have Mr. Mayflower support as well.
You're welcome to
Mayor Mayflower.
Other friends along. Provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
He's like, don't bring a cop and we're good. You got a deal.
Well, if you're willing
this is literally, again, this is shoehorning.
You've got a deal.
Because these characters aren't playable yet.
By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
I got a gift? What did I get? A fancy collectible? It's pretty. It reminds me of something my grandmother would give me. It is a collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value? There's something inside that's gonna come in handy later. Yeah.
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working.
There's definitely something in there.
Oh,
Used one's character demo just dropped.
Oh,
wait.
I'll contact you if anything comes up.
That means I gotta do the content catch-ups. Plural. For Zenless, because I missed a lot of stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna take me so long. Oh no. Oh, those are up by now, obviously, but oh no. I'm getting more business emails. We gotta be done. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta do reaction time. This video's gone so long. We need to keep going. Where was this pacing for chapter 5? Press the agent button in the quick menu to view agent profiles, upgrade your agents, and modify their equipment. Number 20, City Life tip. I said we'd read them. I knew that one though. That one's kind of easy. This is gonna be an hour-and-a-half long video, but this is my raw footage on this is like an hour-and-a-half. This is longer than part 2. I thought part 3 would. I thought we could do part 3 and 4 right now. No, I'm finishing this in the morning. That's what I have to do at this point. I gotta go check my emails. There's too many things happening right now. I think we're free though. Nope. After leaving the Hollow, Hugo and the others return to the video store. Okay. I'm free. I'm free, but I'm walking around as I have Hugo. No shot. I have Hugo. I say that like I don't own him on my account. I do. I have him. Okay, so it looks like we're almost kind of stuck in a special episode, but not. I can pause it if I want, but I don't have the need to. We'll just end here. God, he's so pretty. What the heck? Is that alcohol? Get this man in therapy. I swear to God. All right, that's it for this video. We're gonna start with this in the morning. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!